Hi everyone, welcome to Poonam's kitchen. In today's video I'll share with you my recipe for making Dal Makhni. The way it is served in restaurants, same smooth and silky texture, luscious aroma and a royal taste. And all this cooked in the ease of your own kitchen. Just check this out. Dal Makhni is essentially made with whole black Urad dal. This is how it looks. Most restaurants and dhabas also add red kidney beans to the Urad dal. The kidney beans give a very nice flavor to the Dal Makhni. It's entirely your choice whether you want to use red kidney beans in your Dal Makhni. In place of these raw beans, you could also use the canned red kidney beans. During the video, I'll share with you what stage to add the canned beans if you're using them. For today's video, I'll be using a combination of black Urad dal and red kidney beans. I soaked 1 cup of Urad dal and a handful of kidney beans in enough water for 8 hours, and this is how it looks like now. As you can see, the water is a little murky and the Urad dal is not as black as it was originally. You may be able to compare these. To the soaked dal and red kidney beans, I'll also add another dal. This is split Moong Dal. This cooks way faster than the Urad dal. This dal doesn't need any pre-soaking. I'll rinse 1 tablespoon of this dal and add it to the soaked Urad dal and kidney beans in the pressure cooker. Even this little quantity of Moong dal is going to give a very smooth finish to Dal Makhani, and it sort of balances the earthy flavors of the Urad dal. Here's the dal after a fresh rinse. I'll transfer it to a pressure cooker. I'll transfer 4 cups of water to this and get the heat going at high. To this I'll add a teaspoon of salt, helps in quick boiling, and a teaspoon of oil. This would prevent any frothing. The rinsed moong dal. I'll cover the cooker with a lid and allow the pressure to build up. When the cooker has built up, I'll reduce the heat to low and let the dal boil for half an hour. If your pressure cooker gives whistles, then you could reduce the heat to low after 2 whistles. And now while the dal boils, I'll make preparations for the tadka or the masala. To make tadka, I'll use a combination of oil and Desi Ghee. You could use only oil or only Desi Ghee. 1/3 cup finely chopped onions, half cup tomato puree. This is puree of 1 large tomato, 2 tablespoons ginger garlic paste and 1 teaspoon green chili paste. From amongst the spices, roasted cumin powder, black pepper powder, coriander powder, garam masala and salt. For the final tempering, I'll use butter, Kashmiri red chili powder. This is not as hot as the regular red chili powder, but this gives a very nice color. Fresh cream. This is optional, but this is what is going to give our Dal Makhani a nice restaurant style flavor and look. And finally, chopped coriander leaves. It's been half an hour. I'll switch off the gas stove and prepare the tadka. And in the meantime, the pressure of the cooker will also release. I'll set a wide pan to heat at medium and add a tablespoon of oil. You can always keep a check on the amount of oil used because we are also going to use butter and cream in our recipe. A tablespoon of Desi Ghee. Allow this to melt. Once the oil and ghee is warm, I'll transfer the ginger garlic paste and saute this. The heat is at medium. While sauteing, keep a constant watch. Keep tossing this around, else ginger garlic can burn. And we definitely do not want a burnt smell in the dal. Once ginger garlic has sauteed, I'll add the onions, chopped onions, and the green chili paste. I'll saute this till the onions turn a nice shade of brown. This will take a few minutes. It looks nice and brown. Sauteed. I'll transfer the tomato puree. Just a mix. I'll saute this till the oil and the ghee start oozing out from the sides. The masala is now ready. As you can see, the oil and the ghee is leaving the sides. I'll reduce the heat to absolute low and add the spices. Make sure that you add the spices at low heat, otherwise they'll tend to burn. 1 heaped teaspoon coriander powder, 1/4 teaspoon black pepper powder. Remember, I have already added the green chili paste. If you wish, you could add red chili powder to this. 1/2 teaspoon roasted cumin powder. Saute the spices. Just a few seconds. 4 teaspoon salt for the masala. I've already added salt for the dal while boiling it, and I'll adjust the salt later, and garam masala I'll be adding in the end after final cooking. Now let's check on the cooker. The pressure has released. Right now the gas stove is off. Take a look at the dal. It's soft. The kidney beans, it's very hot. The kidney beans are also soft. I'll transfer the masala to the boiled dal. Give this a stir. Now the dal needs to be cooked along with the masala so all the flavors can set in, and also the dal gets a very smooth look after cooking with the masala. If you wish to use canned red kidney beans, then this is the time to add them. You could add 3 tablespoons of canned beans, properly drained and rinsed well before adding to the pressure cooker. So I'll again cover this with a lid. Switch on the heat at high and let the pressure build up. Now once the pressure has built up, I'll reduce the heat to low and cook for another 10 minutes and switch off the gas stove. I'll then allow the pressure to release by itself. At that stage our dal would be ready and would just need tempering with butter and cream. If you do not wish to use the pressure method, you could also cook the dal for another 15 to 20 minutes on open flame at medium heat. The pressure is now released. Let's take a look at the dal. Looks done. Now you see how smooth the dal is. I'll check for the salt and the pepper. I could add 1/3 teaspoon salt more to this. Add salt as per your taste. The pepper is just fine for my family. Let's prepare the final tempering that you would be doing at the time of serving. I'll set the same pan to heat at medium. I wipe down the pan with a paper towel. Once the pan is warm, I'll transfer a tablespoon of butter to this. Let it melt. I'll reduce the heat between low and medium. Be careful with the butter. It tends to burn very fast. To the warm butter, I'll add 1/2 teaspoon Kashmiri lal mirch. As I said, this doesn't have much heat. Cook it in the butter. Just a few seconds, else it tends to burn. 1/3 teaspoon garam masala. Good mix. Coriander leaves. The heat is at low right now, and to this I'll transfer the dal. Mix this together. I'll increase the heat to medium and cook this 3 to 4 minutes is good enough. I'll switch off the heat. Both urad dal and the red kidney beans lend out a lot of starch. So when the dal is just sitting on the kitchen shelf for a few minutes or a few hours, it tends to thicken up. So either you leave it more liquidy at the time of cooking, or you can adjust the consistency later by adding in some boiled water and cooking for a few minutes. I prefer to leave it a little liquidy when you want to eat it after a few hours, so that all the flavors are incorporated and I don't need to dilute the flavors with water later on. But if you do find that the dal is thickening at the time of serving, it's best to adjust the consistency. I'll stir in 2 tablespoon cream to this. Give it a mix. See, just after half an hour, the dal has already thickened so much. Just the way you would want to enjoy it with tandoori roti or naan. Now at the time of serving, I'll transfer it to a serving bowl. And add some fresh cream with a small spoon. Do not use a bigger spoon, else you'll have a big dollop of fresh cream. Some chopped coriander leaves. And here you have your bowl of restaurant style Dal Makhani. Enjoy this with tandoori roti, naan or rice. I hope you liked watching this video. Remember to subscribe to Poonam's Kitchen for more useful videos. See you again with a new recipe very soon. Till then, bye.